suspects behind the gruesome rape slay of transgender man Ebeng Mayor are arrested. The Philippine National Police are now investigating them for committing a hate crime. PNP Chief General Guillermo Eleazar confirmed Sunday, May 23, the arrest of suspects Xander de la Cruz alias Dukong, Joel Loyola alias Nonoy Sablay, and Richard Araza alias Tiago in Quezon City. De la Cruz confessed to the crime and pointed the police to the other suspects. He is Mayor's childhood friend and was the last person seen with the victim. Mayor's body was found in Quezon City last May 20 in a vacant lot in Barangay Silang, 3 days after the trans man went missing. His skull was crushed and a wooden stick was impaled into his genitals. Elmer Monsalve, chief of the Quezon City Police District's Criminal Investigation and Detection Unit, says Mayor was out drinking with the suspects on May 17 until the wee hours of May 18. Monsalve said the suspects hit Mayor on the head with a rock when he first regained consciousness and tried to break free. After raping Mayor, Loyola allegedly impaled a wooden stick into the victim's genitals. It is unclear for now if Mayor had been conscious when this happened. Monsalve said the suspects then bashed his head again with a rock, leading to his death. The PNP already filed rape with homicide and robbery cases against the three before the Quezon City Prosecutor's Office on Saturday. The Commission on Human Rights, meantime, says it will launch its own independent investigation on the rape slay case. The Health Department on Monday, May 24, turns down a proposal to devote 90% of the Philippines' COVID-19 vaccine supply to Metro Manila, citing the need to distribute SCAR shots to other regions as well. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeri says the strategy first proposed by the Octa Research Group is not possible considering that vaccine supplies remain unstable. The DOH previously said such a move will drive inequity. Octa earlier called on the government to dedicate 90% of vaccines to Metro Manila and the remaining 10% to medical frontliners and senior citizens in the rest of the Philippines. The group's mathematical models showed that devoting 100% of vaccine supply to Metro Manila will reduce the number of active COVID-19 cases nationwide by half. Allocating 90% will reduce active cases by 30%. Octa said the proposal would make the government's goal of attaining herd immunity in the capital region more doable by November. Meantime, the Department of Science and Technology on Monday, May 24, says the Philippines will start its study on mixing COVID-19 brands by June. In an interview with Teleradio, DOST Secretary Fortunato de la Peña says the study is now awaiting approval from the Food and Drug Administration and the Health Research Ethics Board. The 18-month study will involve 1,200 participants and will be led by the Philippine Society for Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology. De la Peña explains the participants in the trial will receive 2 different brands of vaccines, one dose being Sinovac and the other will be another brand. The country has a steady supply of the Sinovac vaccine from China. Commission on Higher Education or CHED Chairman Prospero de Vera III hits back at critics saying they didn't understand what a flexible learning system is. This comes after de Vera drew flack over his statement that flexible learning is here to stay even after the pandemic. In an interview with ANC's Head Start Monday, May 24, de Vera says his critics are confusing the issue by equating flexible learning to online learning. He says flexible learning for higher education institutions involves a combination of digital and non-digital technology. De Vera clarifies what he meant was flexible learning will continue for the next school year since schools cannot open for full face-to-face classes in August. He adds most faculty members, students, and administrators have not been vaccinated yet. De Vera also responds to Kabataan Party List Representative Sara Elago's accusation that CHED had committed gross negligence in responding to students' needs. He says, as far as the Commission is concerned, everything is being done within the health parameters and within the financial parameters of the government. The ceasefire between Israel and Hamas continues into its third day, Sunday, May 23. Egyptian mediators speak to all sides about extending the period of calm after the worst outbreak of fighting. The mediators are shuttling between Israel and the Hamas group in the Gaza Strip to try to sustain the ceasefire. They also met the Islamist group's rival, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Lynn Hastings, the United Nations humanitarian coordinator for the Palestinian territory, says Sunday the UN is set to launch an appeal to repair the damage in densely populated Gaza. There is still a threat of COVID-19 spreading in the area. United States President Joe Biden earlier said Washington will work with UN agencies on expediting humanitarian aid for Gaza in a manner that does not permit Hamas to simply restock its military arsenal. Israel blockaded Gaza since 2007, preventing Hamas to bring in arms. The UN has long been asking Israel to stop the blockade and internal political divisions. Filipino fashion designer Michael Cinco calls out the team behind Miss Universe Canada 2020 Nova Stevens for being, quote, ungrateful, vile, and professional users, saying they have used and scammed him for the past 3 years. On Sunday, May 22, Cinco answers allegations posted by Stevens publicist Miguel Martinez of MG Mode Communications that Michael's team sent the gown late and none of them fit when they arrived. Stevens did not make it to the top 21 of the Miss Universe 2020 on May 17 Manila time. In a lengthy response, Cinco refutes the publicist's claim, saying the gowns arrived on time because the Miss Universe Canada team even sent him photos and videos of Stevens wearing his gowns and showing how the gowns fit her days before each event. The designer also says the claim that his team was trying to sabotage Stevens' win is absurd. Cinco says the Miss Canada team had been exploiting him for several years, saying the organization did not pay him. Following Cinco's post, Stevens on Instagram says she is hurt by the situation because she has nothing but love for both parties who helped her in her Miss Universe journey.
Michael, I have nothing but love and gratitude towards you. You have created the most beautiful gown I could even think of.
She disagrees with Cinco's remark that she is ungrateful, saying she has expressed her gratitude publicly and privately.
The fact that I was able to work with you is honestly a highlight of my career as Miss Universe Canada. So I just want you to know that that gratitude will never diminish, no matter what.
In an interview with ABS-CBN News' MJ Felipe Monday, May 24, Martinez insists he never said anything that is not true. Martinez says they are heartbroken that Cinco called them ungrateful, vile, and professional users. He also says that even up to the last day, he's been talking in private with Cinco to express their gratitude. Cinco has yet to respond to Martinez's interview.